Ladies and gentlemen, today I might cry. As you know, I took pretty long putting together this ginormous Hogwarts castle design with a bunch of interior and, just a bunch of stuff. I did this at launch. I started building this when the game was not really equipped for it, but I was impatient and so I did it anyway. And then this happened. I, of course, immediately bought this pack, and today we are gonna have a look at everything that's included, do a little bit of damage control, and just see what's included. So really, let's get straight to it. Of course, and expected, there's a bunch of decoration stuff like this, which I'm not too scared of. I hadn't really arrived at the decoration stage yet, so this is all fine. I really like this, and we can definitely start using this at some point. In general, it's no surprise, this is basically a Harry Potter pack, not in name, but in basically everything else. This looks very Egyptian, so a bunch of gargoyle type elements as expected, nothing too crazy. We have the spider parts, and that I'm very, very happy about, because of course we do actually need to build Aragog for the cave, of course, for the Dark Forest. Forbidden Forest. Some spider webs as well. This is really cool, actually. But then now, this is the stuff that is probably gonna make me cry a little bit. I can already see where this is going. The walls, to be fair, the walls I used were very, very decent, very accurate to Hogwarts. But it's mostly the windows and stuff like this that would have. Oh my god. Okay, so all of this is nice. What? And these are all off-grid as well. Oh my god. Are we Okay. Before I continue, for those who don't know, who weren't here when I built this, as you can tell, I had to DIY most of this. All of these roofs don't look that great. These windows don't look so great. These towers do not look so great. The pointy roofs in general were a nightmare to build. It doesn't even look all that great. However, the fairy tale pack and the sorcery pack have obliterated all of this. I may as well start over. I may as well. Look, for example, at this arch shape, which should have absolutely been basically this. This is exactly what I needed. This is perfect. And what about this? Look, here, this one. This is literally exact. Oh my god. Are we being for real? I haven't even gotten to the good parts yet, I fear. I mean, all of this, it just kind of feels like a slap in the face. And I know it's my fault, because I built that prematurely. I should not have done that. But also, I didn't know this was coming. Oh my god. No. No! Wait, what? This isn't... This is not fair. Bro, imagine if I had these just to put on here, a little bit smaller, like that, because these were supposed to be squared off. You can change all the colors. Okay. Oh my god, no. This is gonna be such a pain in the ass to change. I can't leave it like this because it just does not look that good. There's better stuff now, but at the same time, I may as well start. Like, the base structure is fine. That's good. We can keep it like that. But everything else... Every single little hold on. Still, there's so much more. Steps in all sorts of lovely shapes. And these arches, bro. No. What? I made this exact stuff. Oh. This I can get behind. Like, little new small details that we can add here and there. That's great. Some new lights and everything. This is... I feel like this is great live stream stuff. I feel like I'm gonna finish Hogwarts in live streams because there's no way... Oh, there is just no way, is there? There is just no way. Oh, that's a really nice stable, though. I really like that. Also this, like the shop things. I saw this online. All the little shops I should have had for Hogsmeade. Like, this would have been absolutely perfect. All of this sort of stuff. And it just doesn't end. Does it? Look at that. And these... This is the exact stuff! This is the exact stuff I needed. These... Oh. No. Wait. Those who have seen these episodes, you know how tedious all of these roofs... Oh, and now we just have them. We just have them, though, don't we? We just... Are we? Yeah, so these walls are fine. I kind of like the ones I used anyway. But that's just great. what can I say? And of course the animatronics, which are really, really, really cool. I'm definitely gonna be using these for on-ride stuff. That is pretty devastating. Honestly, now I'm curious though. What about the fairy tale pack? I didn't properly look at this. I have seen some of these windows, of course, which already, like, this would have been perfect to have. All of this stuff, all of these windows, all of this would have been great. But look at this stuff. What? Didn't this come with roofs as well? I did not properly look at this, and I don't really use any of this stuff for the Egypt area and the pirate area, so I'm not even really sure. All the windows I have seen, of course, but look, other built. Okay, look, let's just go ahead and look at just this part of the castle, just this. For example, these roofs right here. This is objectively more accurate than that. Can make it a bit smaller. I bet we can change the colors as well. Yep, here you go. Of course we can. Just making it a similar color. Roof has to be gray, which is perfectly possible. I mean, there's a tiny little heart, but if we ignore that, I mean, come on. This is so much better. Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so there's that. That is one thing. Then next, we make this a little bit smaller. Pop that on these little spikes. Again, the roof has to be this gray color. And here you go. 20 times better. We can even go ahead and add like a spire to it, which I might add. We obviously have. Here you go. It's just not fun. It's just it's just not fun, is it? Look at this. Even the balls themselves could have been so much prettier. If you just make this a little bit smaller, pop it on here. To be fair, this is the least fancy one. There's this as well. Round ones and okay. This is, it's lovely. Don't get me wrong. This is incredible looking stuff. I just wish I would have known. That's all. I wish I would have known. Because modifying all this is going to be an absolute nightmare-ish amount of work. Anyway, sorcery pack aside, let's get rid of all this. That's not the only thing that's new. Of course, there's also a general update. And that update, once again, is also a very, very big game changer. Let's have a look here. Because this right here is a building with building parts. We can now simply do this. And you may think, why wasn't that possible before? Honestly, I don't really know. It feels like something that should have been here in the first place. But I mean, it's here now and we can start using it. Only thing is, everything I built so far is completely straight, instead of a bit more organic that it can be now. I mean, let's be real, most of these have to be straight up, but it's the older bits that could really use some tilting. For example, the entire entrance. I would have loved for this tower to be slightly tilted to the side. Yeah, for example, this one. Let's just try and see what happens. If we just tilt this a bit forward, you have to ignore the lack of windows, but look at how cool that looks immediately. So much more alive. So yes, that is something very, very cool we can use in the future and possibly also in Egypt, because I feel like this is all a bit too perfectly aligned and straight and clean. So that's definitely something we can start doing later. But then also in that sorcery pack came a few coasters in the form of this one. Now, many people said I should have used this for the Harry Potter coaster, but I'm not trying to recreate an existing one. Of course, Hagrid's motorbike adventure-ish thing. I'm not just going to recreate that. I'm very happy with the one I chose. I think it fits nicely. However, it is a very, very cool thing that this now exists. I would have liked to use this for an Indiana Jones ride, and maybe we still can. Just a small kids coaster using this model could be fun. But anyway, there's also, this is all the big talk, the Intamin Blitz, basically. And the great thing about this one is it comes with the possibility of adding a swing launch. Now that is lovely. It also has multiple types of track, which is absolutely sick. I love that. But yes, using all of these switch tracks, you can go and create various different swing launches, which is absolutely fantastic. Look at how many there are. Turntables, all that good stuff. So this is sure as hell a super cool and versatile coaster. It's honestly too bad, again, that I built this one using the old kind of Blitz. It is very similar, it's just a different model. The new one is the more modern version, I believe. Doesn't, of course, mean we can't use it. I definitely will in the future, but not right now. And then for me, the least interesting one is like a kid's coaster, I think. It's fun looking, but it's nothing too fancy, and I don't really care for it, honestly. So since I'm basically using this game for building exclusively, I'm not going to get into the challenge modes and stuff. It's cool, but it's not for me, so it's, you know, not really worth pointing out. But yeah, pretty big game changer, to be honest. Also fun to mention, there is a flying theater. I'm not the biggest fan of this ride in general, but it's cool that we have it now. But yeah, the Harry Potter stuff is is rather devastating. I have to think about what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to have to redo everything, but then at the same time, I can't leave it the way it is now. I'm gonna have to think about that. Also very cool, Path now has the conforming mode, which means if you add this to landscape, it's simply beautifully... Oh. You get what I mean? It beautifully molds onto the landscape, which, I mean, it's very, very cool. I'm not sure it's the biggest game changer for me personally. I feel like it's best to have paths as flat as possible, but it looks very, very clean though. That's nice. We may have to use that for the back side of the Harry Potter area over here, although it kind of looks fine, doesn't it? It's nice that it's flat, but it's a very, very cool feature. It looks super satisfying, so I'm happy it's here. And that, for me at least, is the biggest and most important stuff in the new update and the Sorcery Pack DLC. Honestly, very, very mixed feelings. It's great stuff objectively, but I'm gonna have to adjust to it a little bit first. I am pretty confident these are gonna be streams, though, live streams, because well, that way we can also change it up a bit more, even more. Next video is not going to be Pirates or Egypt. It's actually going to be something completely new. I'm going to switch up between a few different areas, as you know, but now there's one more to switch up to. I actually already recorded that. You can see in the distance there's something going on. But more on that in the next video. For today, that is pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next one.